how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome back to another Thirsty Thursday. Sorry about not being here last week. I was on the road having some fantastic memories to be made with Iron Antler Adventures. This is where I spent my first part of my vacation, but tonight we're going to go through the first half of the show tonight, and we're going to go through with we're going to do the donation presentation for the Get the Motor City Magnet Fishing fundraiser that I did through Cash App in the month of April, which went very well. We raised a tremendous amount of money, and it worked out really good for everybody involved. You guys tried to break me. I appreciate that. If you look down on the bottom of the screen, that is a list of all the names of people that donated. You see James Newton, which that's Iron Antler. Kathy Johnson is Pond Scum Magnet Fishing. And there's one other one on there that you may not realize or know. Let's see. Sonia donated twice. Let me see. There's one more on here. Steve Sick is Starries Lost and Found. Jason Ziccarelli is the Magnetic Squatch. Everybody knows Dawn. And Ronald Slatton is Calvary Relics. But that is the list of people that contributed. Now, when you see and when we talk about the total number of money that was donated, that group of individuals right there, you realize when you hear the total, you're going to realize that they had to put in very, very considerable donations to make that number work. So with all that being said, I'm going to run through some chat here really fast because I haven't been here in a week and I feel lost, but I want to go through as quickly as I can, and I'm going to go through it fast. Also, Jay Paul started out yesterday with a starred comment about everybody smash the like. We get to 100 likes tonight again, and we will do an Amazon gift card giveaway. And if there is 5 people in here tonight that join my membership program, we'll do a members only race at some point as well. The membership only program is basically the 99-cent group. That is just for basic posts and stuff like that. The higher end group is more of a teaching program trying to get you YouTube ready and get you squared away for your channel. Well, with all that being said, Jay Paul was first. Jason from Motor City Magnet Fishers, who's in the green room right now, was in here first. Jeff's Obsessions. There is one of our other good buddies up there. He hangs out with Mr. Practical Ken. Plugs for Days is in the house. JP's in the house. JP Lawns and More. What's up, brother? Brockton, thank you, brother. Thank you for sharing that out. One of our donators right there. Be sure you give Sean, and not to short sell it, but Sean did a Wheel of Death giveaway on his channel, and they raised almost $500. So make sure you thank Brockton Magnet Fisher as well, because he put on a fundraiser for this as well. And together we put together some sizable donations. Wallace Family Magnet Fishing's in the house. The Tin Man is here. What's up, Willie? Miss Mary at Autism Magnet Fishing. Mr. Don at Relic Reaper Metal Detecting. Mr. Don can't catch no slack for me. He put out a video and I looked at his SEO and I had to start texting him. Told him he needed to fix that stuff a little bit. Frederick Romano is in the house as well. Nice to see you, my friend. There's Mr. Higgles right there. There's Brian B. Higgles. Swamp Rat's in the house. There's Steve right there's another one of our donators right there. Starries Lost and Found. Thank you, Steve, for your donation. You helped contribute to a great total. Grandma Kelly's in the house as well. Hope your hand's feeling better. Let's go on through a little faster here. I'm Zaxxon. What's up, Zaxxon? Got you. I am Zaxxon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Miss Leanne Crawford is in the house. What's up, Leanne? Nice to see you as well. Rolling through. There is our only 2-time donator for the fund, Miss Scuba Sonia. Much love, sweetheart. Thank you very much for helping make that blow up the way that it did. There's another somebody that's sitting in the green room right there. There's Tanner, the Michigan Magnet Man. Tanner, Sonia, and Jason have done a great job. They're putting this on this year along with Jason's wife, Yvonne. It's going to be a great event up there. We're going to get to talk about it here in just a little bit. There's Mr. Bill, Papa Roos, What's in the Dirt, Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. live stream. Cruising through, getting on down. Oh, some of you guys are just talking about. There's Miss Amethyst in the house. How are you, Miss Amethyst? Miss Shawnee, hope you're doing well, sweetie. Ron F is in the house. There he is. They're going to see you next in about a month at Flash Bash. Tried to go out and find some mushrooms, and we failed. But I got to hang out with Ron and Colin a few weeks back. That was really cool. There's Venture Delow, Mr. Cal, another one of our generous donators for this event. Cal is fantastic. I don't know about them kids of his, though. The little girl's cute. Zan, I don't know about that one. There's Mr. Wicked Digger. Chris is in the house. What's up? There's Rusty Magnets, Clay and Jen. How are you guys doing? Nice to see you guys tonight. Let's cruise a little faster. Gatsby's in the house. What's up, Gatsby? I don't think so. I think I'm a little tapped out, Clay. I hope that I can. If I can, I will. I planned my summer out pretty rough. And this last trip kind of took some of the extra funds out. Let's see. There's Miss Kathy Ponscom. She's a donator as well. Thank you, Miss Kathy. If I had mentioned you already. There's Tim of the Alley Cat Treasures. What's up, brother? Nice to see you. I called you brother today instead of son. There you go. Inside joke. J. Paul made it back. Cruising through. All right. Almost to the bottom. Nice group tonight. Let's see. I think that's just about it. David Alfonsetti's in the house. What's up, David? Thank you for being in. Definitely appreciate you being here. You guys definitely going to want to hang out for this. Squirrels Magnet Fishing is in the house as well. 508 Magnets. Mr. Josh is here as well. What's up, Josh? Nice to see you, my friend. Josh has a Monday live stream right around 5 o'clock. So I don't know if he's going to continue that, but he just released a magnet fishing video the other day. Really cool. I thought I just saw something. There's the... Hi, Miss Risha. Nice to see you. The wife loves the jar. Loves it. It's up on our fireplace. When I go to take some pictures, you'll see it. Let's see. Got through here. I saw some other names popping in. Let's see. I feel like I'm getting stagnant here. I've seen everybody. Guys chatting it up today. I like it. Definitely makes it go. Clay Dankowicz. Legend arrived. Only 6 hours on it. Sold to Simplex on eBay the same day. Congratulations, Clay. I had a great time the last week with the Legend. Got to set up next to some equinoxes and stuff like that. Super comparable. A little bit less money. I'm glad you got a deal. That is awesome. Definitely going to have some Legend talk in here. Cavalry Relics. There's one of the donators that's right down there. That's Mr. Slatton. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. All right. I think we're closing in on the bottom. Let's see. I think so. Yeah, that gets me down to the bottom. If I missed anybody, I do want to apologize. Oh, Risha, it was a blast, dear. I had so much fun, and we're going to talk about that in the second half of the show tonight. But the first thing that we're going to talk about today is we're actually going to talk about the event. It's Get the Motor City Magnet Fishing Detroit River Cleanup event. It's 16th and 17th of July, somewhere on that weekend. I know I planned for it. I don't necessarily have the dates memorized. Getting ready. But Jason and Yvonne Vanderwall put it on last year, and Mr. Tanner, the Michigan Magnet Man, and Scuba Sonia decided to join in and help this year. And then with that being said, I decided to do this fundraiser because I knew they had some pretty lofty goals and of raising money for this event. So I figure I would try to find a way to kind of help take some of the edge off of how much money that they were trying to raise. So I came up with, I set aside some money in December, decided that we were going to put it towards a charity this year or an event. And then I decided through the month of April that I would match donations, and all the people that are scrolling across the bottom of the screen donated to that cause to try to take every penny they could out of my wallet. But we're going to talk about the event first, and I'm going to grab Jason first, and I'm going to go ahead and bring him up here for a minute, and then I'll get Tanner shortly thereafter. What's up, Squatch? Nice to see you, brother. Jason Ziccarelli on the list down there, down below. Where'd he go? He's down there somewhere. That's the other one. Northern Found, hello. Nice to see you tonight. Going to grab Mr. Jason first, and we're going to talk about the event, what you can find and what you can got to do if you decide you want to show up to this event and support it by being there. Mr. Jason, what's up, brother?
What's up? First thing I want to do is I want to thank Tanner and Sonia, because if it weren't for them, this event may not be happening this year. And then I want to thank you and Sean and everybody who's donated, because without you guys, this event would not be happening this year for sure. So we've gotten a lot of help this year, and we thank everybody very much. Tanner and Sonia are doing awesome things to help us out. This is their event just as much as it is ours this year.
There's one, Bill. Thank you, sir. I definitely appreciate that.
And then everybody else, go into all of your other YouTube accounts and hit that thumbs up button.
Yeah,
I went through all 6 of my accounts and gave them a thumbs up.
Yeah, we've got 41 right now. If we get to 100, then there will be a random Amazon gift card giveaway at the end tonight, and it will be somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 to $25. I like the little random wheel that I do for that. It's kind of neat. But anyway, it'll be $10 to $25, increments of 5. If you want to smash the like so that we can do that at the end of the stream, I'm always glad to put it out. It's also instant gratification. The second you send me your email address, it goes right to you. And there we got 1, 2, 3. So you're going to make me set up a members only race tonight if you guys keep going. There's 3 right there, and that will take some work. So then I will need some help here in just a little bit, but we'll get that done as well.
You need to do gift cards for Ohio River History memberships.
Yeah, I can do that. Oh, well, that's what. So when I do my members only race for the Treasure Fam group, that's what I do. I donate their membership fee back once a month to one person. So that's kind of the thing there. And Swampy's like 2 more to go. Let's get it. So, this year we've talked a lot about this year. What inspired last year's event? What inspired you guys to just come up with this event, try to get some kids out of the house? Where did all that come from?
It was 100% totally my wife's idea. She saw the amount of garbage we were pulling out of the river, and everybody had been cooped up for a while, and she thought it'd be great to get kids outside and doing something that was beneficial for the environment. And she also liked the idea of getting a lot of people together and just having a good time.
Yeah, that's definitely the best part about it, is getting people together. How many people showed up last year as far as not just creators, as a whole, showed up to come down to participate?
I'm going to say somewhere between 50 and 75. We had quite a large group for the park. It turned out to be more people than what we had anticipated, and it was just awesome. We ended up having 1 kit left over after we'd given them all away. We did have a couple more than that, and we had some siblings that wanted their own kits, so we were able to provide them to those kids. This year, we'd like to try to make it so it's not exclusive to 1 kit per family like last year, but it's all going to depend on the turnout. We'll have to gauge that once everybody shows up, or we'll have to just do a giveaway, 1 kit per family until all the families have gotten at least 1, and then they can line back up and get another one for their other kids or something.
What's up, Shannon? Nice to see you. I will give you moderator status so you can do what you like in here. Yeah, so being that this year's the second year, you learned some stuff from last year. Is this event going to be able to house more participants?
That's the park definitely can. The only issue we may run into is fishermen at the park. So we're going to try to get there really early and get some areas kind of squared away so that we're not butting elbows with the fishermen down there. We didn't have too many problems last year, but we're hoping to have it twice as big this year. So there's going to be something going on, but most of the fishermen know us now, and a lot of them like watching. So hopefully they'll be understanding.
Yeah, no doubt.
Plus, we're supposed to have police and fire there to help out, to help the kids get their magnets out, and to just go around. We're gonna have city council members there, so it'll be a little more official this year.
A little bit more official. Well, the goal of everything, whenever you create an event and it starts to turn into an annual thing, is to make it bigger, better than it was the year before. So I think that's what's really cool.
This is going to be the last year at this park.
Last year at this park.
Yeah, we've gotten so much garbage out of there. Plus, we've got a lot of people into magnet fishing locally that park's getting fished every single week. So it's good.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. And I know that the suggestion had been made to take the show on the road a little bit, pick a new location and move it a little bit, maybe for next year. And is that still a possibility?
Absolutely. We'd love to move to other cities, other states, get everybody out of my backyard so I can keep making YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. The impact, the impact on the environment is definitely huge from all the pollution that's in the water right now. It just blows me away every time I throw a magnet off of my local bridge here. Actually, I throw it from under it because it's too high. There's at least 100 to 200 pounds worth of junk that's coming out that I have to take back for my scrap guy. I mean, every single time I go. So it's just, you got to think that at some point it's a detriment to the wildlife. Even the cleaning facilities that scrub the water to reuse it. I mean, it's got to be hard on their filter systems. It's got to be accruing cost, across the board, whether it be environmental or, in the water that we drink and use in our homes, because the same water goes through the filtration system down there and they process it and they put it into the city. So
a lot of the stuff magnet fishers pull out, like the steel, the iron, that's actually really not that bad for the environment, other than being a hazard for somebody to step on or something like that. But there's also a lot of other chemicals that are in those items that we pull out. I mean, you pull out a cell phone, it's got a lithium-ion battery. That's really bad. You pull out batteries nonstop, lead weights, that's all dissolving into the waters and creating lead in that water system. So it's a lot of the other stuff that magnet fishers get out that's the real benefit for the environment.
Yeah, and that's cool. So last year, just to recap, how many kids ended up with magnet kits?
27.
27 kids walked away with magnet kits. That's a pretty good number. How did you advertise locally to get people to bring their kids down? How did that go about? How did you get the word out for people that aren't magnet fishers to bring their children down?
My wife posted it to local Facebook groups mostly. And then we did create a Facebook group called Get the Motor City Magnet Fishing for everybody to join. Our initial thought with that was that we didn't want to post pictures of all these kids in a public group. So we created a private group that everybody that attended could join. And then it's like we could filter out people who were asking to join that, weren't necessarily going to be there or maybe didn't have the best of intentions.
Right. I mean, yeah, you get it all kinds on the Facebook groups you got to watch.
I get weirded out posting pictures of other people's kids. So we really didn't actually post a lot. We let everybody who was there that had joined the group post any pictures that they wanted.
Yeah, right on. Yeah. So, that's the other part of this is that, on so many levels, it's a good idea and a good event. I like the idea of taking it on the road because there's a lot of, especially in the southern Michigan, northern Indiana, Illinois area, Ohio, even, there's a lot of cities where there's been a lot of dumping that's went on through the 80s and the 90s. And there's probably some very good options for moving the event and being able to just pull tons of junk out of the water. So I like that idea. I can't wait to find out if you're going to be able to do that next year and we'll get to go.
Our biggest issue with that is having a point of contact that's around that area. We attempted to make contact with a couple of people this year when we were originally thinking about doing it somewhere else, but I know you even put me into contact with somebody, but
Yep.
That didn't really pan out very well. Communication was hit or miss. They didn't really know the area very well, even though they were magnet fishing that area or from that area. So we'd really like to have somebody who's serious about helping organize, because the person that's in that area is going to have to worry about setting it up with the city to make sure that we can get permission to do it there, to try to set up a dumpster rental or something like that. Plus, we're going to have to ship them all the magnet kits, because I can't haul 50 or 100 magnet kits in my Dodge Charger to go down there. So I mean, we really need somebody that wants to be involved in those areas, not just somebody who wants their name on something or somebody who just wants the YouTube promotion. We need somebody that really wants to help.
Yeah, definitely would be a ton of work just for organizational side of it, and then getting people there. Yeah, and then getting a dumpster rental. Yeah, dumpster rentals. Man, talk about something that's not cheap anymore. Man, we had to get one, not for myself here, and it's high. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and Mr. Tanner's been sitting down there all lonely for a hot minute, and he's down there grinning ear to ear. So I'm going to go ahead and grab him, and I got a few things for him as well.
What's going on?
What's up, brother?
Not much. How have you been, man?
I've been doing well, man. Getting in here talking about this a little bit. Putting a lot of this on yours and Sonia's shoulders. How do you like event planning?
It's fun. It's been a good time. I know last year we had quite a good turnout, and this year coming together with Jason and his wife to actually it's easier with more hands, And I feel like things are really falling together good this year. Everything's lining up. We've got food trucks coming, and we're gonna have face painting and activities for kids.
Tanner, the food truck thing, we might actually not do that, because that restaurant that's attached to the park, I think that would be better off, because they have a walk-up window there. I think the food would be fresher. It may not be as good as some of these specialty food trucks, but it's going to be cheaper, and we're not going to be stepping on anybody's toes. But that's something we need to talk about.
That's definitely something we need to talk about, because I know kids love ice cream.
They have ice cream. They have an ice cream window there. It's not from the
truck playing music, and that just does it.
Yeah, Tom's River. Sadly, towns are the biggest headache when it comes to cleaning up the environment. Yeah, for sure, because everybody's worried about liability for things if you're in a city park. I know that a lot of that comes into play. That brings up an interesting point. Do you have to have liability insurance for putting on, or is that included in your permit?
We actually don't have a permit, but we've gotten permission from the city council. They've not told us that we need to apply for a permit. It is a public park, so anybody can show up at any point in time. We can't, hold an area of the park, but they've been pretty good about it so far. There's been a few little hiccups, but I've been trying to work with some of the city council members and the mayor to make sure they get ironed out.
Yeah,
there is a backup location if for some reason it falls through at this park. We do have Friends of the Rouge that would love us. They would love to host us at one of their parks.
Oh, that's even better. Got a secondary spot picked out in case things don't work out. That's all really a ton of fun. I am going to go through here in just a second or two, and I miscalculated when I first let you know what the total number was. So I'm going to go through here in a second, and I'm going to do some basic math and do some addition here really fast to make sure what the donation is going to be. And Sonia, if you're still hanging out, oh, there you are. It's going to hit your Cash App tonight. So the money's coming your way. I want to get it out of my Cash App so I don't go buy something stupid with it, because I've really thought about it several times. I mean, I got that Cash App card. And I'm like, man, I could go out and buy me like 27 pizzas tonight. All kinds of good stuff.
Not if you go to Little Caesars, man. Way more pizzas than that.
27 was just the first number that came off the top of my head. But just so everybody knows, the donations were fantastic. And like I said, it wasn't a lot of people that donated money to the cause, but a lot of people donated considerable amounts of money, which really makes it better. And everybody that donated's name is in the chat today, and you should thank them very much because they're the ones that helped take my money. So, you know, it's a lot of fun to do, and I was really glad that we worked this out. But everybody in the chat, and especially on the list going through, if they have a YouTube channel or if you know them personally, please thank them because it takes a lot to earn money these days, and then to donate it over for charity is fun.
I hope they can all make it to the cleanup. That'd be great.
I would love if everybody would make it. I felt guilty because I didn't make it last year.
Yeah. Hey, we still got to get you out and get you some of those campaign buttons. They should still be there.
Oh, that sounds like a blast. Okay, I'm going to load up the Cash App here right now. I got confused because there's other means that come into my Cash App of money, and I thought that
that's okay. You can lump them in.
What's that?
That's okay. You can lump them in.
Yeah, I can just lump them in. Okay, let's go here. And is it still going to be $35 a kit?
Yes.
And well, and this isn't necessarily going for kits, but that's a lot of kits that if this was to strictly go for kits.
It should be roughly $2,000 to buy 50 kits. Because last year it was $1,000, but then we had to buy stuff to put in them, other stuff to put in them, which we're going to be doing that this year.
All right. Man.
And for everyone who's attending the event, who's on here right now watching, are you guys interested in T-shirts? If we were to come up with a T-shirt design for the event, we're trying to get a rough estimate on how many shirts we should come up with, and if people would really want them or not. We got buckets covered, Cal. We had one of Jason's friends making a donation.
Yeah, he contacted me last weekend and said he's still cleaning the maple syrup out of all of them.
Man, we should just leave some of the maple syrup in it and take it with us.
No, they've been sitting out at the curb. There's probably bugs and everything else in them. He told me he was cleaning them out. I was like, oh, thank you. I'm so glad I don't have to clean out 50 buckets. But those buckets don't have handles, so I'm going to have to make handles for them, which should be...
Yeah, the bucket that I've been using doesn't have a handle, so it hasn't been too bad. I don't mind it. So Tim wants a shirt. I think shirts would be a good idea.
All right. Well, it was a little less than what I thought, but that's okay. We did make it over $1,000 total. We made it to $1,015 for the Get the Motor City magnet fishing
That's
event.
awesome.
Pretty proud of that. Thank you guys for scavenging on my money. I did have a little bit more in my budget, and I'm going to find a way to use it while I'm up there for this event. You know, Tanner's helped out with my sleeping arrangements, him and Sonia, which I'm very appreciative for, which helps me out quite a bit. So I will have some extra spending money. Maybe, you know, we'll buy some of that ice cream, you know. We'll sit around, get fat and sassy while everybody's throwing magnets.
Our Airbnb may or may not have a bar in the basement.
Tanner, you with a bar? I can't imagine. Sonia, I'm gonna, as soon as we're done with the stream tonight, I'll send that over. Just send me a little notification back when you get it. That makes me nervous sending money over the airwaves like that sometimes. But yeah, you know, I think that was really cool. I really wanted to hit the 1,000 mark, and we did that. So everybody that donated, I appreciate it very much, and I know these guys here do, and it's really going to go a long way for them to meet their goals. Also, Ultimate Movie Recaps. I love the one you did about I don't know, it was a week or two ago, about the place where water's real scarce, and I thought that was a really cool movie recap. By the way, I just saw that when I clicked on your channel the last time, and that was the one I watched. Definitely awesome. That is definitely a cool type of channel. shortens up movies and shows them out there really quick. So I like his channel. I'm glad he stops in every now and again. It's kind of cool. Dude, so we're gonna get to magnet fish. Tanner, is there anything else on our agenda, for that weekend? Are we doing anything else besides the event? Is there some good restaurant we're gonna go to? You got something planned out? I mean, I am gonna visit.
You know how I am about food. There'll be a list of options for you to pick from. All will be delicious. We've been eyeing the Mom Spaghetti restaurant that M&M just opened up in Detroit.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Jason, you just have terrible taste in food.
Okay.
Yeah.
I prefer my food without E. coli, but yeah, that's cool.
The E. coli adds extra flavor, bud.
They have horrible reviews.
Yeah, and there you go. And Kathy just posted the link. For anybody that's in here today that wants to contribute, they still haven't met their overall goal for finances for this event. If you want to add, you can add through that GoFundMe right there. And it's definitely a good cause. And if anybody would like to contribute that didn't get into, matching their dollar until all the way up until probably the 10th or 15th of July, you can donate to that GoFundMe. And it's going to be useful for this event. I'm sure there's more costs involved than what I've even figured out in my pea brain. So
I think we're about 700 shy of the goal now, Tanner, aren't we?
Yeah, and there we've got 800 on the GoFundMe right now. I've got 100 in cash, and then we received it was 400 something from Brockton as well. So
like 475, I think.
Yep. Yeah, it was really close to 5.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's gonna get there. Flex Detectorist, FLX Detectorist, hello. How you doing today? Well, you know what, guys? I just can't wait. I mean, I know July's a long way away. I will definitely create some kind of special link for that GoFundMe that I will use every Thursday here on out until we get to that point. Is there anything else about the event that you guys haven't mentioned yet that I haven't thought about to ask that everybody in the chat may want to know about?
I think we've pretty much got most of the information out so far. Is there anything you can think of, Jason?
Not really, but anybody who's coming, make sure you bring some rain gear. You never know what it's like. We were hoping to have Sunday as a backup day, but with everything that we're setting up, it doesn't look like backup day is going to be real feasible.
Sunday as well. The day after the event, the actual event's on that Saturday. That Sunday, we're inviting anyone that wants to come and hang out.
Go to Flint and Magnet Fish.
Yeah, I was thinking heading up to Flint.
I was telling Shane that.
Yeah, I definitely I want to get as much out of the weekend as possible, and then I'm going to be in the area doing some metal detecting too later on the following week. So it's going to be another fun time. Definitely looking forward to getting up there. Any kind of promotion that I can do above and beyond, just please hit me up. Anything you need from me, I don't care if it's anything else. I'll definitely contribute what I can and manage to get up there. And if there's any kind of work help, I'm just looking forward to being able to hang out with everybody. Tanner and Sonia, man, I'm going to tell you what, them two, first of all, coming down here to hang out with me last year, that was a lot of fun. And they were really good guests. But I've never seen two people that cherish food as much as these two. I felt like I was like, man, these guys can eat, man. And it just seemed like more than what any human should be able to consume. And they just put it away, and we had a really good time. So I'm sure that we'll carry that on over, and I can't wait to meet your wife and hang out with you, Jason. It should be a blast.
Well,
okie dokie. So now it is time. If you guys want to hang, you're more than welcome to hang. If you want to sit back and watch, you're more welcome to do whatever you want. You can contribute. But I'm going to start gabbing about the last. Let me say the last 10 days of my life, starting last week. What's up, Ski? Nice to see you. got to go on vacation, and I told everybody in here once before that one of my goals this year was to get out, spend time with, get to know people that I talk to either on YouTube or just, in general about treasure hunting, whether some of them are TikTokers that I've been talking to, some of them I just talked to on forums. But this last week I got the benefit of planning a let's match a little bit more. Thank you, Sonia. God dang it. I appreciate it. Just gets me all screwed up with money. Got to go out and I started my trip. And the first day of my trip, I know he's hanging out in the chat somewhere. I got to go down and spend another day with Brian, who's B. Higgles, and just go out and hang out with him and go out and dig for a day, sit around. We ended up sitting around. I drank all his wife's beer. We sat in the garage. We screamed and we yelled, like a couple of heathens. I introduced him to some newer rock that he had never heard of. And just he's a very musically inclined guy. He's got drums and stuff out in his garage. So we hung out. We did some metal detecting. Didn't get a lot of footage that day for videos, but spending that day with Brian was a blast. Wait, what? I heard my name. Yeah, I was definitely talking about getting to play a lot of music that you've never heard of before that was on the new era of rock, and just hanging out in the quote unquote man shed and drinking your wife's beer that night. I think somebody knocked on my door. Anyway.
It's the ghost.
Nah, don't say that. I'm not down with that. That's definitely.
I remember when Tanner used to do ghost hunting videos. Does anybody else remember that?
It's good times.
Ghost hunting videos? No, the ones I've seen aren't ghost hunting. The ones I've seen are like American Idol auditions, right? Those are the ones that I saw.
There's some ghost hunting videos from like 2 years ago. I stopped doing it because people weren't coming with me and too much stuff was happening, and I would want to leave in the middle of the night because I'm there by myself.
Didn't you pee yourself once too?
No, never peed myself.
Oh, okay.
That's what all the cool kids did.
Ghost hunting videos, that sounds like a lot of fun. You would have had fun in my basement the first month I was here because it felt haunted. I gotta say, it felt haunted. I've never bought into any of that kind of stuff for the most part. My basement felt haunted that weekend. My dog was not a happy camper. He's still reluctant about being down here. He'll come down if he thinks I got food or if he wants to go outside and nobody up there will listen to him. But other than that, anyway, I got to hang out with Higgles again and spending the day with him. And, if you don't know Brian, Brian is a very passionate guy about his hobbies. He's definitely very in tune with how to do things better. So he's a great guy. He's fun to be around and talk to and get to know a little bit. Anybody that hasn't taken the opportunity to get a hold of him and have a conversation with him, you should. I know he doesn't pop his face up on lives very often or anything like that, but you should take the time to get to know Brian. Definitely become one of my good friends, and I definitely appreciate him. So then the next day I head out, and then I go all the way to the southwest corner of Missouri, and then you want to talk about the next thing that you're going into a new situation. You're going into meeting somebody that you've never met before. You've talked to them on here, but you don't know. So I roll in. I'm given a location the next day. I got in. I went to the hotel. Next morning, got up, went out to a location, and James from Iron Antler Adventures had this. It's a big field next to a church set up for us to hunt. Got us permission to metal detect on. This field it was a residential community in the early 1900s. There was a tragedy that happened, and all these black families were run out of this town. So it had a historical meaning. The site was huge, plenty of room for anybody that wanted to dig. We come out there and dig, and we spent that first whole day just Well, that night I got there, I'm sorry, let me go back. That night I got there, we went back and we went to a little local park, just us, Jason, on that private chat. We went to a little local park and played around. Me and James for about an hour or two. His dad shows up. Lowell is 84 years old. He shows up to see what's going on. And his son-in-law, John, showed up, who was in the chat earlier, John Hunter. And they showed up, came over, introduced themselves. We talked, hung out. You know, you felt like you were you definitely felt like you were in a Southern community, just, you know, down home, good old people. And we chatted, hung out a little bit. We went out to their house that night, ate some pizza, hung out with the grandbaby. He's got a little baby beard running around there. This little kid is wound for sound. John, you know, we just sit out there and BS all night, and instantly walking into somebody new's home, it just felt like family. It was the same as it's felt with some of the other people in here, but I felt like I'd been there for 20 years. Didn't feel like I missed a beat. We hung out that night, went out the next day. And the part of this story that gets really interesting is the next day we went out, we hunted all day long. I mean, we dug all day long, and you know, hole after hole after hole, and you know, it was just there. And you look over, and this 84-year-old man is still out there digging. John has to take off. He leaves about 1 o'clock. He has to go pick up his kid. But Lowell is 84 years old, and the man is still just digging hole for hole with us. He's hanging out. This guy is a champ. I can't wait to see my dad. My dad's 80, going on 81. He went back to work last year. I'm going to go tell my dad he's a wuss. This guy's got him beaten. My dad's a bodybuilder. That's what he did his whole life. So this guy's digging here, and we've dug this property hundreds of holes. We were out there the first couple of days that we were there. On Sunday, you know, after 2 days of digging, magnet fishing, just kind of going everywhere around, Rob, FL Thunder Digging with Rob, he finally makes it down late Saturday night, and he goes out there with us on Sunday. Not that I'm going to try, I don't want to ruin anybody's finds for videos or whatnot, but over the course of that weekend, there was quite a few cool finds that come out of the ground. But there was 1, 2, 3, 4 from other people that were just substantial. Absolutely amazing finds. Beard got 2 of them. He got 2 finds that were just amazing. His dad got 1. He thought it was junk. It was in his trash pile. I noticed it immediately and started cleaning on it, which is probably the best find of the weekend. And then Rob come in on Sunday and nabbed a coin that's on most of our bucket list. I can just say it that way. So, so we spent that weekend there going through, and just a ton of really good finds. Everybody had a great time, you know, and it was such an inviting time to be around new people. I know that they're heading up to Clay and Jen's event coming up next month. I know that they're heading up there. Anybody that's going to that event, be sure you hang out with the Iron Antler family. They're all fantastic. It was a blast. I wanted to spend a little bit of time tonight talking about how much I enjoyed it, because that was one of the cooler weekends I've had, and to be able for somebody to bring me into their home and sit down with their family and have a blast like that, it was absolutely great. And there's some really awesome people. Yeah, I know, Risha. You know, and Risha had some surgery, so she couldn't get out. So she was a little chomping at the bit too. However, we did get her vanquish set up for not digging so much trash and get her ready to rock. Bone Dead Heathens, if you guys don't know, that's Miss Risha. Got some of these really cool stickers. I love them. It's evil as heck. I don't know what it came from, but man, it scared me. There it is. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, and you know what? It's going to be on my to-do list. I'm trying to get out this year and meet as many people as I can. but that's definitely on my short list of places that I want to go back to. I mean, guys, you know, just really fast, since you guys are still sitting here, you know, when you go on a situation like that, I don't know how many times it's happened with Jason. I don't know how much he's traveled and done that, but you know, how do you feel when you meet new people like that? You know, that you don't have a real, you know, other than through this computer or whatnot. How does that work out for you guys the first time what was it like the first time you two met, or did you know each other before?
It wasn't weird really when we met. We met for the first time. It was me and my cousin Gavino. We met up with Jason down in Detroit, and we had an experience where the bridge lifted up on us, and it was like everything was pretty wild. So I feel like we bonded really well that first day, and we've been magnet fishing ever since.
Tanner was this big, huge YouTube star compared to me, and I was like, wow, I can't believe this guy actually wants to come and fish with me. And then, you know, from his videos, his tripod from the early days must have been a lot shorter because he looked like he was this giant, massive guy. And then I meet him and he comes up to my chin, and I was like, wow, you're just a little guy, aren't you?
Hey, you just wait till I come up to your belly button.
No, he's not. Tanner's not actually that much short. You're almost 6 foot, aren't you, Tanner?
I'm like 5'10".
Okay, so he's only like 2 inches shorter than me, but it was just weird because, you know, you see somebody on TV, because I watch all my YouTube videos on the TV, and I'd watch him, and the camera angle made him look huge. Just, I mean, not fat, but tall and big, and it was like, wow.
You know what? You're going back to that, and you know, Tanner was the first magnet fishing video guy I actually watched, and what really I really loved the way that his videos flowed, the way they rolled. They seemed well thought out. They moved really fast, and it was something that it kept my attention. Whereas some of them, to be honest, don't. I mean, I really have trouble staying. I guess I have ADD. I don't know, maybe so. But it's just the way that and I was like, you use what? You do everything from your phone? I was like, I couldn't believe it. But I liked his videos, so that's how I started watching Tanner, and that's how I invited him over here the first time, because I was really, the main thing I was trying to do was trying to pick his brain on how he did his cinematography. I thought it was really good. Lindsay, I appreciate that. You know, we're getting ramped up. As soon as I can get Alex into the house over here, construction is not going well. We have not got it ready to rock yet, and so it's coming down to the end of the wire. She should be in sometime around the 15th with at least one room completely done with the bathroom working. So that's the holdup. I miss being on the other channel, but right now I'm so disgusted with my baseball team that I can't even stand to watch them. I haven't watched a full game this year, but thank you for coming in tonight, Lindsay. I definitely appreciate you, and I cannot wait to get back into the football talk because Alex is ready to go, I know. But yeah, that's how that worked out. And then like when Tanner decided to come down, I invited him and I invited Sonia, and then you know, I brought them down and put them up for a weekend, and we just had, you know, it was like that was like my brother and my sister. It was no different than spending the week. You know, if I spent it with my regular brother and sister, I wouldn't have had near as much fun. So it was that word family. I know we talk about community in here a lot, but that word family just keeps coming up over and over again because everything feels that way, man. It really does with the people that I've been, you know, introduced to. A lot of them feel like family.
My little brother actually is the first one that got me into magnet fishing.
Yeah. How'd that happen?
We were up there visiting, and he was telling me about it, and he had a couple of magnets. We went down to the Pine River, and we caught a couple magnetic rocks, and that was it. The waters up in Cadillac are really clean, so there wasn't really anything to catch.
Josh, definitely appreciate that. Every little bit helps. Anybody else that would like to donate to that, the GoFundMe, I should have posted a nice link for it, but I didn't. I know Kathy posted it up earlier. She'll do it again if she's still here. But that's definitely appreciated, and it definitely helps. But yeah, you know,
shit. I mean, wow. Wow. Thank you, Steve.
Is that Mr. Steve Sick?
Yes.
Hey, Starry, he's awesome, man. I'm sure that if he probably made you a donation again, his was really nice. I definitely appreciate him.
Thank you.
Holy cow. Did you just look at that, Tanner?
Yeah, thank you, Josh, as well. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, yes. I don't see the one from Josh.
It's showing up on mine. That's awesome, guys. You guys are amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. I think that's the way to do it, is that, you know, if you find something good, now, you know, you're encouraging them to take this show on the road next year, and we'll try to do it again next year. Let's see if we can come up with something bigger and better and make it awesome. I definitely want to contribute. Yeah, James, I gotta say, it is a awesome shirt. I love the color scheme. You know what? And then if you look in the background right there, I got spoiled. Now I've got a We Dig It with my name on it, and I got an Iron Antler Adventures. Keep my drinks cold. Yeah, it's, you know what? That's one right there. I would love it if James and Risha was coming to your guys' event, but I know that they could only plan for one, and I know that they decided that they was going to help Clay and Jen. Yep, I'll get that race going, Brockton. If you get them, if they sign up. And there's also, I actually provide content for my members. A lot of content if you're in the other group, but the initial group, there's definitely posts in there for you all to read and go through. It's got something. It's. I feel like that I'm giving you something for your membership fee. Yeah, James, you guys should. That would be a really good time, especially Detroit in July. I guess that's got to be fun. I mean, well, probably not Detroit, though, I should say. Anyway, so I spent that whole weekend with James, Risha, and their family. I'm still impressed with Lowell. He was out there every single day. A lot of great finds come out of the grounds. Pay attention to Iron Antler Adventures. He's going to have a video coming up Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday morning out there. Rob pulls out just something that's off everybody's bucket list. It was an absolute. He was so shook up. I got to pull it out of the dirt for him. But it was a lot of fun to share that moment with him. To share it with anybody, man. When you're out there by yourself doing this stuff, it's no fun. It's always more fun when you got somebody to do it with. So, but anyway, he pulled a great find out Sunday. I pulled out some really good finds. One of the finds I pulled out was in that short that I placed. It was a cattle tag. It was over a foot deep. It was a definite, and it was a banging signal. I love my Legend. It goes really deep. But I put it on a short. If you haven't seen it, I think I put it at the beginning of this today. I'm not sure. But it was definitely a blast. And then Rob had a plan for the rest of the week. We were supposed to go to his sister's house, and we didn't quite make it there. The weather was getting rainy and kind of cool, and it was just kind of not fun. But we did make it through a couple courthouses and done some digging. We finally come up with a couple good coins. Rob came up with an excellent relic. Probably, I'm going to say that it's definitely what we thought it was. It's going to be Civil War. Not something that you would expect to find. Come up with a great relic. We come up with some nice coins through our courthouse hunts and working our way up. We ended up in a town called Warrensburg. The old courthouse there was 1838. It was a blast. To dig there. I felt I wasn't going to be here tonight, and I felt a little bit under the weather. I guess that was Wednesday morning, and just decided I didn't want to fish and that I was going to head home a little bit early. So I got home later last night, and feeling better today. Though I think it was just getting soaked to the bone for a couple days. And in that cool wind, it just wasn't much fun. Well, you don't need to send me info. My husband's thinks me. Well, not in Detroit unless you have bail money. That's fun, Mary. I think you made that perfectly clear that your husband does not like the magnet fish. There we go. Where did that go? Post that back up there. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. Also, I'll just go ahead and find that one and pin it really quick. There, right there. And there it is. So the GoFundMe is now pinned at the top. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Right on, Sonia. Definitely. So we spent that time, and you know what? You go through other places and you go to public land to dig sometimes, and people are always up in your business. You know, most of the time that people don't think you should be doing what you're doing, whether it's legal or not. They grief you. I didn't see any of that in the state of Missouri. Everybody was pretty much minding their own business and didn't really give us any grief at all. It was kind of surprising because I expected somebody I don't know, Sean. Hold on a second. But anyway, I was expecting to be, to somebody grieved. Hey, I don't know. I don't remember putting that on there, Sean. I apologize, but it works out. But I expected somebody to grief us. We swung all week. It was a pretty good time. Monday, Tuesday, 2 full days of it. We traveled up through a place called Sedalia and then into Warrensburg. I haven't seen Rob in here tonight. He's probably sleeping. He was pretty well worn out, and and I got to say, and then I came home, and I still got a few more days. I got to do some drywall tomorrow, trying to get my daughter moved. But I had a really good time, and everybody that I got to spend time with was it was a lot of fun. And you know what? I got to get over here and look at something else real fast because people get me off on topic. We got 59 in here tonight, guys. 59 likes. I don't think we're going to make that 100. But if we get a little bit further along, I might give away something tonight before the end of the day. I'm probably not going to go super late tonight.
Getting old. 10 o'clock is about my bedtime anymore.
Yeah, I'm still trying to recover from the trip a little bit. I worked when I got home today because I had a ton of grass to mow, and I still am not finished. I regret not trimming before I left the outer edges and the bad spots because it wore me out today. Yeah, Mary, I definitely am down to meet up with you and say hello. I got some stuff for you when I come. I'm not going to mail it. I'll just bring it with me. So I plan on it. Whatever. There you go. Hey, should I name that second emoji, Sonia? Should I name that one like Sean? I mean, would that be appropriate?
Tanner.
There's 4.
We just need one more.
One more, and then these guys are gonna have to keep you busy while I set up a race. And if I mess it up, if I mess up one more race, it's gonna be bad. I did the same thing just recently. I deleted a whole list.
I still have that screenshot of you grabbing your head like.
Yeah, that was rough, dude. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do for the race tonight. I'm just gonna go through the members that are in here for it, and I will throw out a gift card for that as well. If we get one more new one today. It's named Brockton. There it is, right there. All right, I will set it up. It's going to be for everybody's in here. So if you're a member and in here tonight, make sure that you're posting in the chat. And then let me get the race set up. And I'm going to leave it to Mr. Tanner and Mr. Jason here to entertain you all for a little bit as I get this set up. Because we will finish our night on a race.
It's not a good idea.
Jason, start your juggling act.
Tanner, I can't juggle those in public.
Oh, wow. And I'm all the way over here.
And we just lost our PG-13 rating.
Yeah, man. You know, I really try to keep the language, knocked down in here a little bit.
And I'm sorry I swore earlier. I was kind of in shock and awe when I went to check the donations page.
And that's cool because every now and again, stuff happens. You just gotta control your surprise sometimes.
At least I use the S word and not the F word.
Yeah.
That's my go-to, by the way. Anybody actually sees me in person, be ready to get bombarded with the F word. I apologize in advance.
I was dropping them left and right at Dead Horse Bay a couple weekends ago.
Dude, that place is trashed.
Dude, we found double-digit guns in one day. I'm not going to give too many details, but that video is going to be crazy.
Wow. That's nuts. That place is, I would suspect that it would be there.
Well, like when we go out there normally, we don't really pay attention to the metal as much because there's just so much of it everywhere. And we always look for the bottles. Well, this past time we went out there, Sonia and I would just like trained our eyes to look at the metal instead. And that's when they just started popping up left and right. We're finding 2 at a time. It was crazy.
Are these all old or are they, what's the deal?
Yeah, they're all 30s, 40s, rusted to all heck. The one that Sonia had found, her first one she found, was like the barrel of it was bent all the way back to the hand grip on it. It's just rough shape.
Wow. And that's just mudlarking, right?
Yeah, just mudlarking the beach there. You could dig, but we when we first got there, some lady was like, you guys need to watch out for ticks. They're apparently being reported starting out. I've never had to deal with ticks until this past year. And sure enough, we're coming home and in the car, I look down, I got a tick on my leg. About 10 minutes later, I got one on my chest. So then we get out of the car and I'm like checking everywhere. I found another one on my leg. The next day I'm at the airport, find another one crawling up my chest. And I changed my clothes in the garage. So I wasn't even tracking them in and they still got in. And she just found another one this week.
Wow.
Hey,
let's see. How about since it's Kentucky Derby weekend, how about we do horse racing?
I'm down.
All right. Horse racing sounds like the win today. No, so I know everybody probably saw the email, and not that I want to. Yeah, well, I kind of do. I think it's kind of hilarious. Did everybody see the email this week about using the redirect tool on YouTube to attach to other people's premieres so that you roll right in from one video into the next? I know it only took them until April to come out with, but on #MondayDigs, we've been doing that exact same philosophy since last year. I think somebody stole my idea. I think I need to get paid for that. So as of now, if you set up on your YouTube account, if you have over 1,000 subscribers, you can set up in there as for approved users. A lot of times you'll need to use the regular channel name, like the custom links don't always work. But you can piggyback off of other people's premieres, their live streams. So when one ends, it sends your people to some place right after that. And that's exactly what we do on Mondays. We link it up and we do it that way.
Now, do you have to have that content creator's permission to do that? Are they involved in this process, or?
Yep. Everybody has to give permission.
I was just going to link myself right after all of D Almighty's videos and see how that works out.
Oh, hey, check it out. Hey, I'm going to be shutting down. Excuse me. I'm going to be shutting down here in just a little bit, but if you want to head over to JP Lawns and More when I do, they're going to have a Cinco de Mayo party at the bar, and they're going to go ahead and raise money for this event. Yeah, and JP, that's fine. You can send it to me. I'll send it to Sonia. Whatever you guys raise, I'll forward it on, and I'll definitely leave an announcement about it for sure. But that's very generous. Also, Mrs. JP and the Bulldogs, they raise money for the dogs for veterans and stuff like that, and that's another awesome cause that we donated to this year. But that's something not. What am I choking on? Woo. Anyway, that's something else that they do. Saturday night at JP's bar. Woo! I don't know what the heck that was. Definitely, everybody head over there next. As soon as I run this race, I'm going to scroll up to the top, and I'm going to go through and pick all the members' names that have chatted from wherever it lets me go back to, and we will go from there.
Thank you, JP. I'm not sure I'm going to make it over there, though. I'm sitting here trying not to fall asleep. My eyes are almost closed.
Why did you do that to me?
Because I'm old.
Oh, no. Don't you all start that stuff. What is with all that, man? That yawning stuff.
I'm burned out. I just finished my semester at school.
Well, how much more you got to go, dude?
3 more semesters. I've got 20 credits this summer, and then 2 more semesters, and I'll be done. So next May, I'll graduate.
You were like a super duper senior.
I just started being a junior this year.
Yeah, that's after your military, though, right?
Yeah. Better late than never.
He wasn't in the military. He was in the Navy.
Wow.
Here we go. I mean, I'm going to refrain. I got comments. I'm going to refrain.
It's okay. You have to get a certain score on your ASVAB, and if you don't get the certain score, they send you to the Army.
Hey, I turned down the Air Force.
You messed up. They got the best food and all the military.
I'm telling you, I know I messed up. They offered me pararescue, and I was like, I'm going to go in the Army. And then after I enlisted, I was like, well, what exactly is pararescue? And I was like, oh, crap, I wish I would have done that.
Yeah, the Navy's the only branch that would take me.
Nah, you could have gotten in the Army.
No, I tried. I got into a little bit of trouble when I was 18. Made it real difficult to get into pretty much any branch without a waiver.
I got in trouble when I was 17, and part of the reason it turned into nothing was because I was already on the delayed entry program.
Nice.
I was going to say, I mean, what did you get in trouble for? Like bad karaoke skills or what?
I knew that was coming.
Wow.
I knew that was going to be.
Man, well, that's a topic for another time. We'll talk about that when we meet up.
I got a nice clip of that.
It's not PG-13.
I got a great. I'm going to tell you, Jason, that there was one night in here. If I would have kept just recording the screen after the stream was over, I could totally demolish Tanner's complete existence. I could just shatter it into a million pieces. Because
he's pretty resilient.
No, he knows I could too. I got him. I've got him right there. I could just reach up there and grab that pear. I got him right there by him.
He
had drank so much that night. He didn't know what the heck he was saying. But
he told you about that?
I don't even know what we're talking about. So this is like more confusing for me.
That's probably true. He might not remember.
The 6 months on the boat stuff, right?
Wow. I didn't know. No, I didn't hear nothing about it. Yeah, I would have turned him off at that point.
I was drinking my own homemade wine back then.
Dude, you was pretty lit up that
16%.
night. I was surprised you was still sitting in the chair.
Yeah, there. Sonia's got a point. It's Thirsty Thursday, but nobody ever drinks on here anymore.
Well, after the
I never did.
24-hour live stream last year, and you can ask JP about this from JP's bar, I drank like a fifth of vodka sitting here watching live streams, and I passed out on a live at about 2:30 in the morning at my computer. I really refrained from drinking too much during the live, but that was the spirit of it to begin with, was to sit down and everybody have a drink and a good time, and it just yeah. All right, I'm working on it. I'm not messing it up either. Dude, if I mess it up, I'd be bad.
I wondered why the chat wasn't scrolling. I thought maybe everybody stopped talking. I was just way up in there.
I just realized I'm in top chat. There we go.
Man, this group's nice, rather chatty. There's been a lot of chat.
Congratulations, Brockton.
What are you congratulating Brockton for?
Daughter's finally graduating. He can kick her out now.
Oh, dude.
His daughter graduates tomorrow.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Sean.
Wait, Tanner has a magnet fishing documentary? Is that the one you were telling me about, Tanner?
No, it's a different project I'm about to start.
Oh. What about that project you and I were going to start? Is that on the back burner now?
Yeah,
That's cool. I'll do it by myself.
it's okay.
I'll have Shane come and help me with it.
Isn't friendship grand?
He just uses me for my fishing spots.
Oh,
Not true.
Prove it.
Okay, fine. It is true.
Okay.
I don't like you anyway.
That's all right.
and you know what? If by the end of the day today you guys are wanting to throw down and throw fists, I'm really not going to be a happy camper.
We could do it on a live. That'd be cool. We could take bets.
I win.
Oh, I'll drive there. It's not that far. Loser buys dinner.
You bought dinner last time. Well, it was
Sure.
breakfast.
Man,
We gotta when you guys come up here, we gotta go to the Breakfast Club. Remind me. It is the best breakfast place anywhere.
I can't say no to breakfast.
They are. I haven't been there in a few years, but it's everything is like market fresh. Like they go out that morning and buy everything fresh from like the farmers markets and stuff. They got this toast that's made out of. They take the dough they make English muffins out of, and they actually put it into bread pans and make toast out of it. And it's phenomenal. Everything is so good. And you can tell that it hasn't been sitting around or in the kitchen very long.
Okay, I think I have got everybody on the list that's still here.
I always forget Squatch is a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
I also always forget he's like 12 years older than I am.
No.
So he's in his 90s?
Man, that's some harsh stuff, man.
Nah, that really wasn't bad.
No, it's way better in person.
God,
Oh, yeah.
the conversation is in person. Every time we're sitting there talking, we both got to check our cameras to make sure we're not recording the shit we're saying to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, swear again.
Yeah, you know what? That happens. You know when that happens to me, when I start losing control of my tongue, is when Brockton's in here. It just happens. I tend to beat that guy with a stick. Okay.
Yeah, but he brings it on himself because he talks trash to everybody else. So he's always a good sport about it.
Okay, I have got 19 of the members in here. Pond Scum, Sonia, Relic Reaper, Swamp Rat, Starry, Brockton, Autism, Alley Cat, Mainly Dirt Fishing, Calvary Relics, Papa Roost, the Michigan Magnet Man, Practical Ken, Whistle Pig, Motor City Magnet Fishers, Judy Menzel, Leanne Crawford, Grandma Kelly, and last but not least, the Squatch. If I missed you, please type something in the chat right now.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yes. And you must be present to win.
Oh, Tanner's not present.
Well, in the chat. Going to give it about another 30 seconds, and then everybody, somebody queue up JP Lawns and More for a link for that as soon as he gets it set up. What's up, my muddy mess? We are getting ready to do a members only race tonight. We got 5 new members in the group tonight. Thank you all for joining. Ohio Relic Hunter, how are you doing? It's a members race for the membership program. Miss Patty Disharoon is in the house, and Fun with Dirt. Thank you guys for showing up tonight and hanging out for a little bit. But we did. I thought it was really funny that YouTube started linking people's premieres together like we've been doing manually for the last 3 or 4 months. I thought that was hilarious. Let's see. Anything left to do? Those of you that are just joining in, if you do click the like button and we do get to 100 likes before I shut down, very unlikely, there is an Amazon gift card for that as well. Man, it doesn't look like I'm going to make it tonight. How's Miss Deej doing? Okay, I think that's all the members that are going to. I appreciate you stopping by. Okay, I'm going to get this race loaded up here. I got 19 in the list. We're going to go 2 minutes. And get it set. Okay, share screen. Let's make it super full screen. How's that for everybody? Can everybody see it? All right.
I think Judy's going to win this one.
Well, whoever wins it, all I need from you is I'll drop the email address here shortly. It'll just be an email, and you will get a Amazon gift card. Here. It will be fun. I'm going to shuffle the characters 3 times, and let's see who wins. Bam!
Whoever wins can use that Amazon gift card to buy their mom a Mother's Day present or their wife.
Took my mother out for lunch today and my mother-in-law. I'm done.
Better to do it today than on Sunday.
Let's see. Look at Tanner up there. That ain't gonna last.
That's no good. That's no good.
No, this one.
You know, I think Miss Mary is gonna win. She's hanging out the back.
She is hanging in the back. So is Starry though.
Sonia's starting to make a little bit of a move on the outside.
Hey, she's got my favorite number. She's got the number 2. Race is halfway over. Squatch holding pace. Brockton, Calvary Relics. Here comes Grandma Kelly.
MCMF.
Jason's cruising up.
No, too early. Too early.
Uh-oh, that's too early. Pond Scum hanging out in the back with Sonia now.
Oh, here comes Alley Cat.
Alley Cat's coming in on the outside.
He's in a good position.
Man, it is going to be tight. Look at these. They're all bunching up. Who's it going to be? Leanne Crawford cruising in. Here comes Sonia. Look at Sonia making the move on the top. Oh, maybe she's not going to have enough gas. She going to be, oh no, she's falling it down again. Practical Ken with the lucky number 13 on the outside. Will he be able to hold on? Probably not. Mainly dirt fishing. Here comes Miss Mary. I called it. Autism magnet fishing. Miss Mary, she's gonna make it. Oh no, Leanne Crawford at the end. Oh, let's do that. Whew. Leanne, you still in the house, dear?
Hey, Shane, thank you again. Thank you again, man. Thank you again for everything you've done to help us out with this.
No worries, brother. Proud and happy to do it. There's Leanne. Leanne, please drop me an email to that right there email address, and I will gladly get you an Amazon gift card out this evening. It is immediately instant gratification. You can spend it right away. Dude, you guys, tonight's been a lot of fun. I can't wait for July to get here. It was really cool that we made it over that $1,000 mark for the cause. Really happy about all of it. It couldn't have worked out any better on my end. I hope that we have a blast this summer.
It's going to be such a good time, Shane. We really appreciate all you've done. And thank you to everybody that's contributed so far. Literally from everywhere. It's been a big help, and all of your names will be entered in to win a 1,200-pound beast box as well.
A beast box.
Yep. Rogue Magnetics has provided one for us to do a raffle amongst everybody who donated, and they provided another one for us to raffle off at the cleanup, and the proceeds from that one will actually go to the Ecorse Creek Conservancy to help try to keep that portion of the waterway clean.
That's tons of fun. Yeah, Kathy just posted. I also pinned the link for the GoFundMe in the chat if anybody else wants to contribute. Also, let's get on over here in just a few minutes to JP Lawns and More. They're gonna raise money tonight for the same event. Hopefully they can come up with a little bit extra to make it work out great. Everybody that signed up for the membership program, look out for membership posts. There's a lot of information that comes out in there. There's different members only live streams and stuff like that is going to happen out every now and again. It's a lot. There's stuff there for everybody. Dog Star Blazer is in the house. Carl, what's up, my brother? Thank you for showing up, my friend. It is nice to see you. You know, you owe me a night on here, right? You owe me a night of you coming on here and hanging out with me. You still owe me that. I'm just saying it as it's got to be said. Probably one of the coolest channels on YouTube that doesn't have very much content. Go over and watch Dog Star Blazer's videos that he put out. And also tomorrow night on Squatch, there's going to be another fundraiser as well. So if anybody wants to see Squatch It After Dark tomorrow night, I believe that starts at 9 o'clock. Get over to Magnetic Squatch with one of the contributors for this. Jason's cool. This whole magnet fishing community, I've got to say, is top notch. Every single person from this community that I've made contact with has been completely awesome. Brogdon, as much grief as I give him, he's great. There's Rob right there. Yeah, thanks, Rob. Nice to see you, my friend. I hope you got enough sleep. But definitely special JP Lawns and More tonight to help raise money to get the Motor City Magnet Fishing. Be looking for an extra donation headed your way, Miss Sonia. When they're done, I will send it right over as well. I hate to cut everybody off that's just now coming in. I'm going to check out something really fast before I stop this. And we only made the 62 likes tonight, but that's okay. I definitely appreciate each and every one of those. That will be on the table for every week. 100 likes equals a gift card. So anybody that wants to contribute, trying to get it there is a lot of fun. We don't always make it, but we did it once.
Do it on TikTok next week. We'll get you that 100 likes.
Yeah, you know what? I'm getting ready to start my TikTok post again for the summer. we'll
I
see
just-
how that works out.
I just started the other day. I've been boycotting them for a while. There it goes.
Everybody, thank you for being here tonight. Head over to JP Lawns and More. The GoFundMe is the pinned message in the top of the chat for Get the Motor City Magnet Fishing. All donations can go through there from now on. If you want to send something to me, I'll send it right over. That's fine as well. But you can use that. That's the official donation chain. Thank you guys, everybody, for being here tonight. I will see you guys next Thursday. Jason, Tanner, love you guys. Appreciate you all very much.
Thank you, Sharon. You have a good night.